Hey, everybody. Good morning. Thanks for liking. Thanks for being here. Appreciate it. So, a long time ago, I started noticing in my meditation that my body was getting hot while I was meditating. And also I was developing this technique inside my yoga that was doing something very similar. At one point, I ran across this study that came out of Harvard University. And this study that came out of Harvard University back in the 80s, mid 80s, early 80s, it had to do with Howard Benson, the guy who developed relaxation response meditation. And maybe you saw it's an old video clip of a bunch of Tibetan monks sitting in a room, in a cold room, and they're nearly naked. And all of them have sheets, wet sheets over their shoulders, and as the video progresses, steam starts to rise from the sheets, and eventually they dry the sheets with the heat of their body while they're sitting still. This made me think about the heat that I was developing inside my belly as I practiced my yoga and my meditation. Now, for the past few weeks, you've been practicing with me. We've been touching into this type of technique where um, we've been breathing into our belly and bringing our prana up and contracting our abdomen and kind of pulling in those Kegel. Remember those Kegel exercises you may have done where you pull in your muscles inside your groin, you pull in your abdomen, and you bring the breath slowly and controlled up. Maybe you've noticed in the process that you actually get hotter when you do this. Maybe let me know. Good morning, Ronnie. So this this is prana rising. Raising your prana with the control of your breath, and then you heat your belly up and you raise this thing up and let it push out into your hands. Maybe you've had the experience when you're meditating that your hands feel like they sort of disappear, or maybe you feel like you've had this experience where your hands get hot in your meditation. One of the things that I'm trying to figure out how to teach is how to show you how I've learned to heat my own body from the inside during my meditation. And in this process of heating my body from the inside during meditation is this belly full of fire. So, if you would like to, and I know that I'm not a, you know, I'm not a big advocate of using your imagination during your meditation. I'm trying to get you to stop thinking. But here's something you might be able to do. So as you're breathing into your belly, here we go, like this. I'm sitting in my meditation, and I get to the pit of my belly. If you want to, imagine a ball of fire inside your belly. And on the out breath, compress slowly and hard and drive the breath upward, bringing that fire upward, right to your heart. Bring it to your head if you can, but from your belly to your heart, from your belly to your heart. Drive this breath upward with the heat right up to your heart. Repeat this over and over. So on the in breath, you relax those muscles, and on the out breath, contract them. Use your imagination. I like to limit the use of imagination. I repeat. But if you want to, imagine that fire and bring that fire right up to your heart. If you can, bring it right up to your third eye. And then just repeat this process over and over. And what you will probably find, and let me know if you do in the comments or in the chat, let me know if you feel your body getting hotter, physically hotter, not imaginatively hotter, but physically hotter. This raising of your body temperature, which can apparently dry sheets in the Tibetan Himalayas, uh, this heat of your body is another aspect that you'll be able to use in your feeling of your meditation. You're feeling the heat of your body rising, and you can then drive the heat out to your palms. I keep talking about your palms because if you can bring the heat to your palms, you have an advantage in your Shakti development life and your prana life and your actual life, because of course this physical form is a manifestation of the aura, of the prana, of the soul, of the consciousness. It is this thing lives inside the soul. I know we talk about the soul being inside the body, but as you energize your prana, you begin to understand that your prana is you. And so this life force energy that exists in all things. So we can heat this up inside ourselves and move it into our bodies. And one of the advantages, if you're cold, you can heat your body up. But the real advantage here is a spiritual advantage. You drive your prana into your body, up your body, and around your body, and back down again. And you begin to feel how you can move your prana inside yourself with this heat. Now, right now, as I'm doing this, I'm feeling kind of the right side of my body is a little less hot than the left side because I've got my arm out here, and I'm sort of gathering it up with my palm, and I'm pushing it out to my other palm. So it's manipulatable through your physical form and your physical practice. That's what happens in Tai Chi practice and Qigong, but also in physical yoga practice. Now, I like to be able to practice some of this same sort of stuff in my meditative life, where I take my prana and, using my breath, I drive it through my body and I feel my heat. All right. Maybe manifest works better than imagine. Yeah, that's a good idea, Wanda. That's a good idea. They're kind of related, um, but that's a good idea. So to manifest this inside yourself, you can feel fire inside your belly. Now, I hope this helps. Let's give it a try. I'd like to know whether you feel this heat that is physically experiential, like I sweat, like physical sweat if I do this long enough. But I move the heat itself. Prana to me feels like this tingle, this energy, this heat. That's how it feels to me. And I can move that tingle, that energy, that heat into my throat, into my third eye. I can run this vertical channel. I can push it out these other channels out to my palms and down to my feet. Okay, enough of that stuff. All right. Compressing the muscles like a Kegel exercise in your groin, pulling your anus in, pulling those muscles in at the lower diaphragm. Relaxing. Let me start over. Now I'm compressing those muscles. And with the controlled breath, I'm driving upward. And if you want to, you can drive it out your mouth if you want to. You don't have to just do nasal breathing. All right. Hi, Lynn. I do feel the heat you're describing when I meditate, Peter. Thank you for answering my question. So, you can meditate in such a way as to cool down your body. I try not to do that, mostly because I'm always kind of cold. And so I'm always trying to raise my prana. I'm always trying to make my prana get higher and hotter and move throughout my body and become like this radiant fire around me, emanating from inside me. And I know I'm now talking about as if I was not my soul, but I am. And so here we go. All right. So I'm going to grab my mask. Hey, Siri, set a timer for 20 minutes. Welcome to our Sangha. Thanks for being here and bringing your energy. One of the great things about being in a meditation group and a Sangha group is that we raise our prana together. This radiance shares among and between us. And right now, my feet are cold because I've taken my moccasins off. And I did that on purpose because I'm going to try to heat up my body and see whether my feet get a little warm on this trip, too. So here we go. And put my mask on to uh, damp down some of the external stimuli. Move this a little closer to me. My feet are flat on the floor. I relax my body, use as little muscle power as I can to hold myself up. 3 breaths, meaning full belly, full lungs, increasing the capacity of your lungs as you breathe in. 3 ohms, vibrating your body, feeling the vibration. And then when you're meditating, don't intentionally fill your lungs, just use your belly as a bellow. Okay, here we go. Okay, cool. Pull the muscles in. Relax. Pull muscles in. Continue to compress them as you drive your breath upward. Hold. Refill. Relax. On your own. Do the same process now gently. Use less force. Feel those muscles in your kegel area. On the out breath, bring your mind to your heart chakra. On the out breath, push your mind to your crown chakra. Namaste, everybody. Thank you for being here. Peace and love.